Not being able to pop your ears on a flight is an excruciating experience. And over the last couple of months, I've had to deal with it more times than I've wanted to. I've had sinus infections the last 2 flights that I've taken. And yeah, talk about impeccable timing. If you do have a bad sinus infection and you have a flight coming up, doctors will recommend that you either cancel your flight or change your flight. But let's be real, that's probably not going to happen for most of us. So I have come up with these techniques that I've personally tried, especially over the last couple of months, that have helped me quite a lot when dealing with a bad sinus infection while flying. Number 8, take an over-the-counter decongestant. About 20 minutes before you ascend or descend, take a decongestant, and this will help to open up your sinuses and alleviate the pain. Number 7, always pack gum with you on every flight. Not only will gum keep your breath nice and delicious smelling, but it will also help to, the chomping will also help to pop your ears. If you do not have gum, you can always use candy or anything that you can suck on that will produce saliva so that you can constantly swallow, which will also help to pop your ears. Number 6, sip on some water. If you don't have gum or candy, you can always sip on water. Every time you swallow, you have another chance of hopefully popping those ears and also doing it in a non-intrusive and gentle way. Number 5, yawn, blow, swallow. Sounds extremely sexual. By fake yawning, blowing your nose, or swallowing constantly, this will also hopefully help you pop those ears. But when you are blowing your nose, just try not to do it too hard because this can rupture your eardrum and cause even more discomfort. Number 4, use a Neti Pot. I have been using a Neti Pot for years. And I would recommend, if you don't use it on a day-to-day basis, which I do, but if you don't, use the Neti Pot about a week before you're about to take your flight. If you do not know what a Neti Pot is, it's a container that is used to clean out the debris or the mucus in your nasal passage, and it's been used for centuries. Number 3, don't sleep during takeoff or landing. If you're asleep during takeoff or landing, then you will not be able to equalize, and this could cause pressure buildup in your sinuses. So I would recommend setting an alarm for when you're about to ascend, and you can also ask a flight attendant to wake you up about 10 minutes or so before you land. Number 2, hold a cup of napkins soaked in hot water up to your ears. Yes, you will look absolutely ridiculous, but this is one of my favorite techniques. It is so soothing and it really does help. So you can ask the flight attendant to give you 2 paper cups filled with napkins that have been dipped in boiling water. And all you gotta do is hold them up to your ears and just keep them there until you land. And last but not least, number 1, do not stress. I remember all of the times that I've dealt with pressure buildup in my ears, and it's absolutely horrible. It's a horrible experience, especially when you land and still for hours and sometimes days, your ears feel like you have a bunch of cotton balls stuck in them. You can't hear properly. And there's just so much pressure, it can cause a headache, and it just sucks. It sucks. Although it can be really scary and may even feel like your ears will never be the same again, they will be. Just remain calm and eventually your ears will pop and it will be orgasmic. But having said that, if your ears do not pop after 24 hours of landing, I would recommend going to see a doctor. The last time that I dealt with this awful ear situation, I was so worried. I take worry to the max sometimes, and I was like, I'm gonna be deaf, I'm never gonna hear the same again, but I can hear. I can hear very well. My ears popped, it felt amazing, and yours will too. Now I wanna know, have any of you dealt with your ears not popping on a flight? Share your story below, and I cannot wait to read all of the comments. And I will see you next time. Happy travels!
Wait, before you go anywhere, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on any upcoming adventures. Happy travels!